Receiving simulator transmission. Uploading transmitted feed. Initializing playback sequence. Alright Seipher, we're ready.
Hey everyone, Seipher here, and welcome back to Seipher Plays Pirate101 Swashbuckler Edition. In the last episode, we made our way into the jungles of Skull Island to help Captain Avery deal with the Troggy problem stirred up by one of his mutinous crew members, Fin. We ended up meeting Bonnie Ann, who we got to join our crew after helping deal with a few of the Troggy shamans, and ended up meeting up with some of Captain Avery's scouts to find where Fin had gone. He ended up tracking his destination to the Temple of Gloom, and this time we will be making our way through the temple to hopefully find him. So, let's not waste any more time. We're just gonna move forward.
These tunnels are crawling with crocodigators, but we can sneak past them if we keep to the walls. That water's too deep and too fast. We'll never make it.
We will find a way. Fin must not escape. You there! Come here, quick!
Okay.
Livesey sent you? Very good. When Livesey and I split up, I made me way in here. Been trapped here for hours, watching and listening. Fin's down the tunnel a ways in the throne room. But there's a problem. The villain flooded the tunnels. There's a raging river blocking the way. We gotta drain this water. The shrine here is the solution. Press the keystones in the 3 statues in it, and the main drain will open. Second problem. There's Troggies holed up in there. Fin's goons said the devils drove them out. I reckon they won't take kindly to you lot breaking in.
Alright, well, we have our objective. We're gonna have to fight some of these cutthroats to get ourselves the key to the next area, so hopefully Subadai and I can handle it, but I think we'll be fine. Let's just use the ghostly whale that we get from my pet, and we'll just have Subadai move as far as he can. So I guess you could kind of say this is like a new game plus, since I'm not going through this as if I were a new player. I did have my old pirate spend a good deal of his money to get this character all geared up and whatnot, but we should be okay. Let's just have Subadai and Reed take on this guy. Okay, that's good. Okay.
We've got the key.
Thankfully, we got in on the first drop. That's one of the annoying parts of this game. Sometimes you could battle over and over again and never get the drop that you're looking for, but such is the case with MMOs. Anyway, this is a dungeon, basically a instance of combat that you can team up for. I won't be doing that since I don't really see the point. We should be fine. It's just gonna be me, Subadai, and maybe Bonnie if he starts to run into enough enemies. Wait. I did not see what that guy said, but it's alright. Main gimmick of this is to activate the statues, so we're just gonna have to deal with most of these guys. We're gonna send Subadai down here, and Bonnie Ann, since I have a little time, does not function like like the melee units. She can only attack if she doesn't move, so keep that in mind. However, I will be moving her because the main objective here is to activate the statues. But we can always deal with a Troggy in the meantime. And I'm really getting some benefit out of that naturally spooky plus that ghostly whale, so that's turning out pretty well. Okay, let's actually have Reed take out this. Or, you know what? Let's have Reed take out this one. We'll have Subadai activate this, and we'll actually have Bonnie go over here and activate this statue. Now I'm probably going to need to take a look at my abilities in just a bit, because I do know that one of my pet's powers is helpful to my own character, but it hasn't been activating, so I gotta check on that. And more Troggies. We should expect to have to deal with a bunch of these. Oh, and, well, at least another power of mine activated, Riposte. That'll basically mean that whenever you dodge an attack from an opponent, you'll counterattack, which is pretty good. Let's see here. We'll just attack this one, move Subadai up this way, and I'm actually going to make use of Bonnie's special attack, Scatter Shot, or Scatter Blast, to attack both enemies within her range. And it lowers their dodge percentage, so that's actually pretty good. Unfortunately, Bonnie won't counterattack, but that's alright. Okay, let's just... You know what, I'll leave Subadai to deal with that. Let's have Reed take out this Troggy, and we'll have Bonnie take out this one. And unnecessary critical is unnecessary, but oh well. And just like that, we have activated the 3 statues and unlocked the drain for the temple. And that kills, well, defeats, I should say, all of the Troggies left, so you could technically just keep fighting over and over again, but I don't really see the point. Alright, Subadai. I do kind of prefer the companion that I started with from Buccaneer compared to you, but you seem alright, I suppose.
You did it! The water's passable now! I should report back, but if you're going after Fin, I'll help you first. Fin and I have a score to settle.
Alright. Excellent to have you along, if only temporarily. But we can easily deal. Let's just grab one of these wisps. Avoid any fights. Normally I'd be all for getting some experience, but we can make do with what we've got. There is a treasure chest over there, but it needs 3 people to or 4 people to unlock it, so not gonna bother with it. And I'm not actually gonna go in there or in this realm because I don't want to have to rely on another party. So let's just switch to one of these other realms. Be in the exact same area. We can just enter in, because whenever you enter the game, it'll drop you in the location with the most players active, so that you have somebody to work with, but I don't really want to. Kind of defeats the point of an MMO, but hey, that's just how I play this game, just to add a bit of challenge.
You made 3 mistakes, Pirate. First, you took the job. Second, you didn't bring an army. Last,
Well, you seem pretty stereotypical, Finn.
Hold your ground, friends. Cutthroats are bullies and cowards. Beat their leader, and the rest will turn tail. So get Fin.
Alright, well that pretty much sums up how to win this fight. So let's just do as he says and actually go all out by having Subadai use his Epic Strike, and just so that we get a bit of damage on him from all of our units, we'll have Bonnie use her Scattershot. Not the best use of it, considering it could hit multiple opponents, but might as well. Alright, let's see what you can do, Subadai. And I think I'm a bit spoiled. I'm so used to my high-level characters doing critical hits that critical hit looks absolutely pathetic, even though it is about on par. Okay, well, Subada is in a bit of trouble, but we can easily help him out. But first, let's actually use our sneak attack on Finn. We'll have Subadai attack him, and then we'll actually heal Subadai using Bonnie's other special skill. It does a minor recovery. He should be fine to last for right now. That Vengeance Strike is going to help. Thankfully, my pirate, being so low in HP due to being a swashbuckler, is basically a nice big target for those cutthroats, so we should be okay. Last just one more round. And there we go. Finn is down, and all these treasure chests are ours.
I want you to remember this moment, Pirate. This is the moment you won your first victory, and the moment you made your worst enemy.
Yeah, you tell yourself that, Finn.
Shut your jaws, you bully. Well done, pirate. You're a good one to have handy in a fight. I'll report back to Lieutenant Smollett. You take the amulet to Avery. I hope we meet again.
Now, I'm realizing I should have left a mark back at Avery's office, because that would have made traveling back to and delivering this amulet so much easier, but oh well. I mean, I suppose I could actually use this. This button right here will send you back to the last life fountain that you encountered, which for me is back in Avery's court, so we might as well use it. And since we're by the life fountain, we might as well use it to restore ourselves. This button in the bottom left will return you to Skull Island from anywhere in the game world. This will take you to your home, and since I don't have a home, it'll take me to the dorm, so basically another Skull Island teleport. And this will mark your current location, and this will jump you to where you last recalled, so very useful. You'll definitely want to make use of it, unlike me in this last instance, so let's just head to Avery's office. Oh wait, before I do, I did want to check. Let's see, talents, powers, and abilities. We have our powers, our talents. Okay, yeah. My pet does grant me Relentless, which gives me once per turn a chance to make a bonus melee attack if I hit. So that is definitely something I'm going to want to keep on. Hopefully it'll activate. I think it's only a 35% chance, though. Way, now that Finn's been taken care of, let's talk to Avery.
You've done it! The Troggy bombardment has stopped, you've recovered my amulet, and Finn is brought to justice. Well done. You didn't even try to swap my amulet for a fake. What are you, an honest pirate?
I mean, would you prefer me to be dishonest, Avery? Because from that note, I get the feeling that you're not going to shoot straight with me.
Well, a deal's a deal, and you've done your part sure as silver. A ship I promised, and a ship you'll have. You take this writ down to the docks and seek out Dockmaster Dan. He'll see to it. Farewell to ye, Captain.
Alright. And by that question mark in the quest title, I can imagine that my opinion of him not being so honest is definitely not going to come to pass. I suppose before we head down there to go see our ship, I should go over a few other things. Crowns, these are basically a other form of in-game currency compared to gold. They come from converting real money into them, and they're basically able to buy much better items than what gold can buy from the crown shop. Anyone who's played the first King's Isle game, Wizard101, knows these well. I do have a means of getting more of these, though it is rather slow and tedious. If anyone's interested, just feel like commenting down below, but it should be only the method that I use to get them from the few times that you've seen this menu and seeing them increase slowly is only for those dedicated enough to actually try and go through with it. Anyway, got a few items in our inventory. We'll probably be selling a few things. We're only level 4. I suppose now that we've actually leveled up some, I should actually go into the companions, because we got a few companion points, 8 of them to be precise, and your companions do not level up with you. You have to actually train them up. The further your level is from them, the more a training point or companion point will be worth for them. So as you can see, Subadai will jump up to just above level 2 by just training him with 1 point. And that will increase his strength pretty well. Bonnie can also, but as you can see, she won't get nearly as much as Subadai did in his first. They can only go up to your level unless they are ahead of you in level, like Bonnie Ann was when we first got her, because she joined at level 3 when I was level 2. There are other orders, but there are orders we can give them, but those will come later on. Anyway, now that we've covered that, let's head on down to the docks and see what Dockmaster Dan has for us, courtesy of Avery. Well, it actually looks like a pretty decently sized ship. I mean, it's no galleon, but that looks like it could be something pretty decent.
Avery sent you to claim a boat, I see. Congratulations. You're the proud owner of that mighty ship. Oh, I'm sorry. My mistake. That's not your ship. That's the one. And what a ship she is. You'll be the terror of the skyways in that beauty. If I may be so bold
young pirate. That boat is indeed the saddest excuse for a ship that ever moored at this harbor. I cannot see, but even from here I distinctly hear its worn planks creaking and groaning like a sick yak.
Avery thinks he can trick us. He cannot. Let us confront him.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I expected from how Avery seemed to seemed to think that we were foolish for being honest with him and not trading out his Jade Amulet for a fake. Probably shouldn't be so surprised that we're getting a rundown little raft. I mean, we are just starting out this adventure, but you think he would have given us an actual ship, not or at least something that looks like it's not about to fall apart. Well, as we make our way back up to Avery's office, I think we'll just have to think about exactly what to say, because there's got to be some way to hold this over on him. But any way of doing that, I think we'll have to come next time. I know that there wasn't much in this episode, but I feel like this is a decent stopping point. So, as we get on inside, I'm just going to thank you all for watching. Until next time, stay gold.
Playback sequence terminated. Transmission disconnected.